My name is Jacob Rain. This is my wife, Erin ZK Rain, and we are Rain Cloud Arts. And we met a couple years ago.
I was born and raised in Massachusetts, and I lived there pretty much my whole life up until 2017 when I moved out to Indiana. First, I moved to Indy, so I was there for a little bit, and I've been doing art my whole life. I continued to do that, but for a long time, I was a single mom with 4 kids, so I never really thought I'd be able to pursue my dream to tattoo. So I just did a lot of side gigs, doing commissions for people for graphic design and album covers.
I too had wanted to be part of this industry. Without it, it's a pretty crowded industry though, really. And we met each other, and she wanted to pursue that. And we kind of came at a crossroads in our life, like, am I going to die at this corporate job, or are we going to do something, really cool?
So we met in August of 2022, and we both had established places. He was already established up here in Muncie. I was pretty established in Indy. I wasn't super in love with Indy. I mean, I didn't have to stay there. And he already, he had his decent job up in Muncie. And so one of us had to move, and we decided, why not? Why not Muncie, I guess. I came up here and I had to start looking for a new job because I didn't want to drive to Indy every day because that'd be awful. He had, a decent job, and he told me, why don't you just focus on your creative side, which was wild to me because I never had a partner that was so supportive of my dreams and my goals. And he just saw a lot of potential in me and said, stick with it. Started making my tattoo portfolio because I was like, well, wouldn't it be crazy if I, did the tattoo thing? And I just kind of said it as a joke, and he was like, that'd be awesome. Yeah, do it. I'm like, well, okay. So
I had a friend of mine who I asked if we could, come in and kind of get her going started on her professional tattooing career. So we got her in there, and I was spending so much time there with her, kind of helping manage her, and we had like a room to ourselves, and we kind of tried to match that little vibe in our one little room.
We reached out to get our AC fixed, and the man that came to fix it, he found out that I tattoo, and he asked, are you looking for a little shop front? And I was like, I'm not really looking at right now. And he's like, well, if you decide you do, I have a place. I can give you a good deal on it. It just needs some TLC, a lot of creativity. Yeah, we spent a lot of time just really envisioning what we wanted and what we want for other people. And
we wanted a safe, welcoming place where we're not just trying to get you in and get you out. You're welcome to this is all local artists. I've had in my 20 years in Muncie, I've had a lot of artist friends and stuff, and they didn't really have a nice permanent place to hang their stuff at. Not even permanent, just a place to display their works, free of charge, just to have it out. And kind of the middleman, just kind of hooking an artist up with a potential client or commissions or whatever they're after. We kind of wanted an art hub, if you will, and that's really what we wanted, was a community. If I say I'm going to do something, or I am something, that's what I just genuinely want to be. And I feel like all the greatest things in life are that way. All my favorite artists, musically or whatever, if I believe what they're saying in the lyrics or the painting or whatever, I just have such a deeper appreciation for it. So we very much wanted that to be what we said we're going to be. Not, tell you one thing and then have you come in here and be like, oh, well, but there's all these other things, hidden fees, if you will. And not to say everyone does that, but it does happen.
And that's why it's really important for us that when someone comes in, they're not just getting a tattoo. They're getting a whole experience. You're going to remember coming in, and maybe not the full exact conversation. I mean, it's a long day, and you're usually tired by the end. But you remember feeling good, and I don't know.
And it's cheaper than therapy. Hey.
It is cheaper than therapy.
You walk in and there's just all this creative energy around, and it makes people comfortable. Kind of like we were saying, just being around something that there's some pain in this painting or whatever, it might open up a conversation about something that you would have never thought you'd be comfortable talking about.
Mhm.
And it kind of gets it off your chest a little bit. Even it's very much a location for that, where just all kinds of weird, chaotic energy, but it works somehow.
And we pride ourselves in being very inclusive.
Inclusive, yeah.
You know, I want everyone to feel welcome. I don't care what path of life you walk, what your beliefs are. Like, it's everything I dreamed it would be and more. It's just really cool, and I love being able to provide that to other people.
I guess after what, 7 months, it was just me and you, right?
Yeah, it was just me and him for the first 7 months, and it got really overwhelming because, again, I wasn't expecting it to grow as quick as it did. It got to be almost too much for me. It was more than what I was anticipating, and it was overwhelming. We got a phone call from Chad Jones.
Are you recording?
That's cool.
Hi, I'm Chad Jones. I've been tattooing in Muncie for almost going on 20-ish years. Specialize in neo-traditional, traditional, or anything else that walks through the door. I love tattooing. I came to Rain Cloud Arts in July. We're looking for a better opportunity in tattooing and pursuing what I want to do and being happy about it. I was going through some unfortunate circumstances at another shop I was working at with the owners, and they weren't giving me what I wanted to be able to grow and prosper into a better artist. And I called here looking for a job, and we just clicked really well. The atmosphere's great. People are great. We're like one big family here.
It's always that. It's a ton of tattoos and piercings, but they're really nice. And that's kind of like how you know things are changing, because you don't hear that much anymore. Because people do see it as it's a form of expression. It's an art form. For some people, it's cultural or religious.
And we're helping people express themselves. And we've literally seen people like in tears with a little confidence boost.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I won't even get into that hardly, but we've seen it. Like on the spot, that person feels like 100% better about themselves. And you know, and it's definitely way more effective and more beautiful than any kind of self-harm or anything like that. So we like to see people walk away with something that looks beautiful rather than resort to
and feeling worse about themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, we it's kind of just how we got here and what we're going to continue to do. And, you know,